Most traders think profitability is one strategy away. I believe that for years. They keep searching instead of improving. They buy courses after courses. They collect indicators like trophies. They join signal groups hoping for shortcuts, and they keep changing mentors. They always think that the next system will save them. That's the biggest lie in Forex. And it makes sense. People want certainty. Everyone wants to be safe. Everybody wants to be safe. Everybody wants to trade safe. Everybody wants the highest profit with the minimum risk. But the thing is, the market is uncertain. Gurus sell certainty. Use my strategy, buy my indicator, copy my trade, join my VIP signal group. And this is the easy path. It feels easier than self-improvement. People prefer tools over discipline, and people prefer secrets over consistency. And that's because discipline can be uncomfortable sometimes. That's why strategy sells. That's why the psychology part gets ignored. And that's why a lot of traders are stuck for years and are not making real profit. I started my journey exactly like most beginners. Because of my educational background, being a teacher, I was used to studying before actually doing something. I thought always more knowledge meant more profits. And I watched hundreds of trading views every month. I downloaded countless indicators. I research, backtest, and try to be as best as possible, as best as I can. I tested dozens of systems. I joined Signal Group. I remember at one time I even joined a pump and dump. No, I shouldn't say that. I bought courses, trading courses. I read books. Every new strategy felt exciting. Every new strategy felt different. And every new strategy promised results. For a few days, I felt hopeful and it worked. Then I started losing again. Then I blamed the strategy. Then I searched a new one. And the cycle repeated for years. The thing is that eventually I noticed a pattern. The strategy wasn't always failing. I was failing to follow it. I entered trade too early. I closed trades too early. I closed trades too late. I moved stop losses. I increased risks after losses. I skipped good setups. I chased bad setups. I traded out of boredom. I traded out of frustration. I traded out of greed. I just gave you 10 common mistakes that I've done, and maybe you have done them as well. The problem wasn't technical. The problem was behavioral. The problem was me. And here I come to the next point. Consistency beat complexity. I'm a big fan of simple strategies. That's why I do these days mostly EA and automated trading. Because if I can understand the entries in a trade, and I can understand the exits when it takes profit, and I have a clear stop loss, and I have an exit strategy as well, simple rules executed consistently work. And that's where a bot can help you. That's where an expert advisor can definitely help you. Following rules every day might be difficult sometimes. Not for a bot. Winning traders are boring. They repeat the same process over and over and over again. They don't reinvent the wheel, and they don't reinvent their strategy weekly. They trust their edge, they let probabilities work, and they realize that doing that, consistency compounds. Another point that I want to discuss is about the capital protection. That comes always first. As we discussed in a previous video, a single trade should never be able to ruin your account. Unless you have, of course, like a degen account and you want to have fun, you put a smaller amount and you take big risk and accept that that account might blow up and you learn something from it. And if it doesn't, you take a good profit. You take the money that you invested in it and you let it run. And constantly, maybe every month or every 2 months, you take the profits out just to make sure. The issue is that most beginners focus only on profit. Professionals focus on survival. The problem is that risk management is not really exciting. Most people ignore it. Small losses are normal. Large losses are optional. Position sizing matters more than people think. Risk control keeps you in the game. Trading rewards patience. Most people want instant results. Good setups are rare. Waiting is part of trading. That's why an EA, an expert advisor, can help you a lot, because that EA checks the market day and night and will enter only once certain conditions are met. That EA will never be eager to enter in a wrong position. Waiting is part of trading, and sometimes no trade is often the best trade. Patience feels unproductive. That's why most traders struggle with it. Emotional control is essential in trading because fear destroys execution and greed destroys exit. Revenge trading destroys accounts and lives sometimes. Ego trading destroys discipline. Emotions change decisions and the market exposes weakness. Emotional control is a skill. It can be developed. The problem is most traders never train it. And okay, you might think now, well, this video is not very funny. All I could see is mistakes that I'm doing and that you're doing and that we're both doing. Let's put it this way. And I made them all. Sometimes I still make them today, but less and less. And that's when automation caught my attention because I wasn't looking for a magic solution. I stopped looking for that. The thing is, I was looking for consistency. And we reached the most important part of the video. Bots don't feel fear. Bots don't feel greed. Bots don't get bored. Bots simply follow rules and execute them precisely. So I want to summarize the whole message into 3 points. First of all, strategy matters, but execution matters more. Of course, you have to have a good strategy. That's why I try to understand, and I think I can do that with most of them. I try to understand all the bots that I'm using, and definitely, of course, I can understand the two bots, the RSI Sniper EA and Range Breakout Sniper EA that I developed. Strategy has to be good, but the execution matters more. Even the greatest strategy, if you are messing the execution, if you're entering the trades when you're not supposed to, and if you're exiting too quick or too late, you're losing money. That's where an expert advisor can definitely help you. The second point is most traders spend years solving the wrong problem, always looking for the holy grail strategy, the holy grail solution. And you can say, yes, but EAs, R&Ds also some sort of holy grail solution. No, they're not. My advice would be never only trade with one expert advisor. Never do that. And definitely never trade only on one specific pair, currency pair. And once we're going to go in a few videos down the line, I'm going to do some reviews of expert advisor. And some of them were great, but they were slightly limited to a specific pair while making great profits because they were highly dependent, like 95% of the trades were happening on the euro-dollar pair. That's limited a little bit, and there are certain risks that can develop by having this. So yeah, most traders focus on the wrong problem to solve. The EAs are not the holy grail solution. Having 10 different EAs in 10 different accounts working on 25 different pairs or whatever, 20 different pairs, yeah, that is a more safer approach. And point number 3, the biggest trading enemy is often the person behind the screen. And I know that's a hard pill to swallow. Let's put it this way. But my question is, can you change the market? Let's put it this way. Can you change the market? Not really. Can you control if the price goes up or down? Not really. Can you decide if a certain pair will go in a certain direction? Not really. All you can do is react and prepare. And my experience shows that working with automated trading, an expert advisor, or trading bots, MT4, MT5, I kind of prefer the MT5, but I have a few very good MT4 bots that I'm running. But I developed mine only for MT5. You can do that part because at the end, it's better to focus on things that you can actually change and influence rather than just looking for the perfect solution that will just solve all your problems. I have to say there's no perfect solution. There are some good solutions on the market that I'll present on my YouTube account, but nothing is perfect. All right, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked the video, then please like the video. If you want to find out more about my expert advisor, just click on the description. There's a link to the MQL5 marketplace. And if you like this video, you're going to love the next one. So just click on the link. It's about the 10 biggest mistakes that most traders do, and they don't even realize that they're doing.